all for coming to class today. How's everybody doing? Good. Louder than that. How's everybody doing? Good. Right on. In the gardens of Cape Town, there's so many birds I've never seen. Some are so colorful and some are invisible, but they all make happy for me. But when I just can't see them, bird language helps me know more about my neighbors. What? Neighbors? Yeah, the birds that are our neighbors, we call neigh-birds. Everybody say neigh-bird. Neigh-bird. Say it one more time, neigh-bird. Neigh-bird. Okay, so I'll be explaining all about that, but first I want to say, here we go. Do different birds talk to each other? I mean, they speak different languages. How many people have heard birds sound differently? Okay, yeah. And, you know, protecting all the soil and all the plants is helping all the birds, and they all talk differently. But can they understand each other? The answer is yes. Can you see that white egret? Do you think it wants to say something to the black and white bird that's sitting on its beak? Yeah, I think so. Get off me! Something like that. So, I'm going to be teaching you how to understand the common language that different birds can understand between each other. Because they have more in common than just a feather. They've got a lot of issues like, where's my house? Where's my food? Where's my family going to live? Does that make sense? So, there's a common language, and I'm going to teach that common language to you so you can connect more and protect more of your neighbors. I'm going to teach you how to sing that song I was doing. Here it goes. When I just can't see them, bird language helps me know more about my neighbors. Everybody try that. This is technical. When I just can't see them, bird language helps me know more about my neighbors. First of all, I'd like to talk about the richness of South Africa. 741 different species of birds here. It's amazing. I mean, you guys are studying a lot about ecology and different parts of nature. And, you know, I'll be honest, I didn't focus on birds for a long time. But then eventually I just got really interested. So someday, maybe for you, or maybe today, you'll be like, whoa, I can understand what they're saying. That's cool. All right, keep going. So, we're going to learn about some of the many birds that we have in South Africa. And also, let's face it, Cape Town, super great. Lots of different species of plants, birds, all kinds of things. And I want to say thank you to all the young people like you who are doing work for ecology, because you are going to change the future and protect. This is a picture of some young people in Ecuador. They were all doing graffiti. That's all they were doing, just painting everywhere. And then they decided one day, hey, let's paint some murals about the animals that we need to protect. That's what made their world much better. So thank you to you, whatever you use, your art, your intelligence, your singing, whatever you do, thank you, because that's going to make the world a better place. And, you know, I'm also going to teach you how we can take care of birds. This is an owl that was almost dead. My friend found it on the ground and brought it over. We called the veterinarian, and she told us, hey, you got to give it some water using a straw, and you got to give it some raw chicken, and it slept under my pillow at night, and in the morning it was able to fly away. It got better. And this is not a baby, this is an adult. So there's going to be times where you can do a lot of different things to help birds and other living things. So I'm glad to share those with you today. By the way, my name is Jeff, and I'm the director of a program that teaches about common language, because there's all these different languages that birds speak, but a lot of other animals understand them too, especially when a hawk is coming by and eat everybody. So you can go to birdlanguage.org and see more of my videos and things like that, or send me an email, and it's just a great opportunity to learn how to connect with the birds, respect the birds, and protect the birds. Common language, or there's an email too, and I'll share that at the end. So what are we going to do? Well, first of all, we're going to talk about what is bird language. And in specific, I'm going to be talking about songbirds. Songbirds? Yeah, they're the smaller ones that live in the trees.
Why am I talking about that? Because even though they're small birds, their brain is the biggest compared to their body. They're a lot of the smart ones. And so their language is the easiest for us to understand, songbirds. Now, the bigger birds, the hawks, the egrets, yeah, they've got language too, but it's harder to understand for us. But songbirds is the closest. So you'll pay attention to that and you'll notice. And after you learn songbird language, you can understand some others. Then we'll go into our ancestral connection. Hey, let's face it, our great-great-grandparents are the ones that knew this stuff. And we're going to talk about that connection and how it belongs to us now. I'll then give you 5 voices, 5 different things you can learn and use about bird language, how we can take care of the birds, and answer your questions. Okay, here we go. So, what is bird language? For some people, it's a bridge that helps them connect with nature. Here's a young person before she got to college, and all of her friends were just looking at their phone. We were on a bird walk, and they weren't paying any attention. They were just paying attention to their phones. She saw this one bird. She's like, whoa, oh my God. And the next thing I could tell, she found one of her life passions. Maybe you found one of your passions, what you want to study. But she's like, I don't know what to do. I said, well, tell you what, I'll teach you a little bit of bird language because you can learn about the birds even though you don't have binoculars, you don't have a biologist to teach you, and you don't have a book about birds. All you have to do is listen to them, and you'll start learning and noticing, okay? So for some people, bird language is just a bridge to connect. But for some other people, I learned from my teacher that bird language can go farther. What do I mean? Well, his name is John Young. This is his book. You might want to take a picture of this. John Young, and his book is called What the Robin Knows. What the Robin Knows is a lot, and it tells a lot to all the other birds and animals about how they can be safe and what they need to know, what the robin knows. So he is the original bird language professor that I know, and he travels around the world teaching bird language for 11 months a year. But for 1 month a year, he is a student. Where is he a student? In Namibia, with families. You know what I'm talking about? In other words, he goes to the people who still know bird language based on their ancestors. These are nomadic folks, and he goes out with moms and kids and learns about bird language. Why? Because they need it when they are going out to pick up some of their vegetables, to dig up some of their food. So mothers and children, you might have seen those vegetables that they're digging up. And he goes out with them one morning, and he's a little bit concerned because he knows that bird language for families is a way for them to survive. Well, see, the thing is, he's heard about the lions in the same area, and he feels kind of uncomfortable. And he's like, I heard about this last night. I'm not sure I want to go out. And they're like, oh, it's okay, John. Don't worry about it. We're just going to go picking up our vegetables, digging them up. He's like, okay. And then he goes up to one mom, and he says, excuse me, are there any lions anywhere near here? And she says, yeah. He says, where are they? She said, well, about 200 meters away. He goes, okay, thanks. And he walks over to another mom, and he says, are there any lions near here? And she says, yeah. And she picks up her baby on the back, moves a little bit. She says, yeah, about 250 meters away. And then suddenly, one of the kids looks to the side. He said, oh, I heard that bird. Now, my professor wants to scream at that moment and go, what happened, what happened? But no, he's a professor. He's got to be very calm, okay? So he counts to 5 to help himself calm down. 1, 2, 5. What happened? What happened? The kid says, oh, Mama. And my professor said, what does that mean? Is that a dance? I've heard of cumbia, I've heard of samba. And the kid says, no, the bird said mamba. Do you understand? The most dangerous snake in all of Africa is the mamba. And this kid heard a bird say, I see a mamba on the ground. So this is not basic language. This is specific words that these families understand from the birds. Now, I'm not going to teach you all that because that's different for every species. But I'm going to teach you the common language. But that's what's important because for these folks, bird language helps them survive. Okay? So, now, and by the way, where did all the humans of nowadays come from? Here, from Africa, right? So if your ancestors or my ancestors knew bird language then, maybe I can learn it now and just carry it on. Okay, so that's what we're here for. Here we go. By the way, which language came first? Do you think it was the bird language, or do you think it was the human language? Let me hear, what do you think?
Human.
Yeah, the birds are dinosaurs. The dinosaurs that survived, that had feathers, evolved into the birds we have today. So their language was going on a lot longer than ours. You got it? In fact, there's research, you can look this up, that shows that many aspects of human language has elements of bird language. Where did we learn? Listening to birds. Okay. So I have to say, this is not a class on learning how to identify birds by name, okay? You can take another one, you can get a book. I'll tell you about a free app that will help you identify the bird name and listen to it. But this is going to talk more about what are the birds saying. Okay, so next I'm going to ask everybody to talk to somebody else. So you're going to, when I give you this, you're going to have to find another person, one other person, talk in a pair, and come up with an answer, because to understand bird language, you have to understand what's going on in their day. So think about this. From dawn in the morning, when the birds get up and they start singing, to sunset, what is on their to-do list? What do they have to do to survive and to do well? Okay? Turn to a person next to you and talk. Come up with 3 things at least. What do birds have to do? What's their work? What's on their to-do list? Talk. Okay, I want to hear some ideas. Somebody just raise your hand and tell me what's one thing a bird needs to do for work. Give it in. Yes, please. What's one thing? Say again? Find food. That's one. What else do they need to do? Yeah. Find a mate. What's another thing they have to do? Yes, get away from predators. What else are you going to say, Irene?
Build a nest.
Yes, build a nest. Okay, awesome. Okay, great. So these are all things that bird language talks about. So today, I'm going to teach you 5 things that they talk about. We call it 5 voices, okay? And we'll be doing some more talking later on. By the way, just to make this easier, because I teach this in a lot of places, for children, for beginners, we learn in the millennial style, which means we're going to be using emojis. Does anybody know what an emoji is?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, where are we? Anybody know? This is Kirstenbosch Garden. If you haven't had a chance to go there and see the plants and the soil, great place to go. Okay, listen up and tell me what you hear. Okay, so what is that and what is it saying? First I'll explain what it is and then I'll teach you what it's saying. Ready? That's called a song. You're like, hello Jeff, everything is a song, right? No, only 20% is a song out of 100%. Only 20%. So I'm going to teach you the other 5 too, the other 4 too, but right now I'm going to teach you song. Now, how do you know it's a song? Well, the first thing is it's got a melody, just like when we were singing together. And the second thing is it repeats, just like a song. Does that make sense? Okay, bird song is like our song. Repeat and melody. So listen again. And you know, it doesn't matter if you know which bird it is. Here's a Cape Robin chat that's singing. You know, you don't need to know the name, but what you need to know is it's a song. Listen. Thumbs up if you agree that's a song. Thumbs up. If you say no, that's not a song, give me a thumbs down. Okay, so yeah, most people say yeah, that's a song because it's got a melody and it repeats, just like when we were singing. Very good. What's a song mean? Well, the first thing a song means, particularly in the spring, is that, hey, I am looking for a partner. And we often hear male birds sing songs in the spring. So I'm going to sing you this song that explains it, what the other songs are. Cape Town sorry, it's not me that's singing. It's a male bird that's singing. Let's get that going. Okay, here we go. Take two. Cape Town, and I hope it is easy to find a female bird who finds me pleasy. We'll make a nest and some eggies too, and that's why I am singing so sweetly to you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Would somebody please pick me? And that's the truth. Male birds have to sing. Male birds have to sing and move and show off because females get to choose. Males don't get to choose. Females get to choose. Birds are very feminist. You hear what I'm saying? The females always get to choose. They just get to stand and watch. Yes, that means no, maybe. Yeah, he seems smart. He'll take care of our kids. So that's what's important. And I'm actually going to ask a volunteer to come up here and do it while I sing the second part. So can I have a female come up here and put on a hat? So again, the males need to sing, and the females just get to watch, move around, check it out, see the side, move on. Anybody willing to come up? Can you nominate something? You don't have to sing, you just come up and put on the other hat. Okay, if I can't get anybody, I'll do it. All right. I'll do it. But you're missing out on rewards. So you could have had this hat. Okay, take two. So this is what the female bird is singing, is thinking. Now talk about singing that down. Cape Town. Now, in the old days, scientists used to say, oh, females never sing. And you know why they said that? Because there were male scientists that were too lazy to go out and watch the female bird singing. Of course females sing. Males have to sing more because they got to do the work to find. But in different species, the females sing. I'm in America where we have hummingbirds. The males and the females join to make eggs, and then the male splits. The female's there all the time. And she's taking care of her babies, she's taking care of her territory, she's taking care of everything. So she's singing, just like the males would be if they were co-parents, what the song is about. And the second thing the song is about, oh, I was going to have you guys sing along. Do you want to sing this along? All right, let's give it a try. I think we'll just keep going. But you get the idea. That's what the male is singing, and that's what the female is singing, and then they become parents. Now, if it's a hummingbird, which the males and the females separate, and the female's going to be singing, or if they stay together and the male's going to be singing, and the female, the second thing the song talks about is, this is my territory, this is my house. So in the morning, you'll hear the birds singing, and they're saying, hey, I'm still here, this is my house. Got it? I don't have a gate, I don't have a fence. I just got my voice to tell you I'm still here. Don't come into my house. You can fly past my tree, but don't stop and eat all my food. All right? So that's the main thing that bird songs are talking about when it's not spring and it's not a male saying, please pick me. Got it? All right. So, songs, and everybody repeat after me. My territory. my house. My food. That's the second thing the song is about. Okay? Great. All right, what's the third thing the song is about? Some people say in the morning, the owl did not eat me and I'm very happy. So you can be listening to birds and sometimes they'll just be singing their songs and they're happy. All right, pretty cool. Okay, so let's check out the next place. Anybody got an idea? Where are we now? Yeah, up near Table Mountain. Does that make sense? Okay. By the way, I have never been to Table Mountain. So if you were thinking about going on a hike and you would be willing to take me, I would really like to go. So you can send me a message and just say, hey, we're going on Saturday, whatever. Because I don't want to walk by myself. I'd like to walk with other people who are studying science and who can say, oh, look at this soil, look at these plants. Okay, here we go. Listen and give me a thumbs up. Is this a song or is this not a song? Here we go. Sometimes you can't hear any birds for a while. Just gotta look and listen. Is this a song? Do you hear different notes? Different notes? Do they repeat? Yeah. Give me a thumbs up, everybody. Yeah, that's a song, okay? So that's the first question I always ask myself, is it a song? And you might want to know, yes, the bulbul is singing, or it doesn't matter. The important thing is you know it's a song. Listen one more time. That's a song. Okay, great. And what's that song mean? 3 things. Hey, in the spring, I'm looking for a partner. Oh, right now, and all the time, this is my territory, my house, and I'm happy. Okay, we got 5 voices to go through, and we just did 1, so we got 4 more to go. Are you ready? Here we go. Where are we now? Where do you see all growing? Yeah, it's one of those winery places. Okay, is this a song? Is that a song? Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no. Okay. Pretty much everybody says no. I totally agree. That is not a song. Okay? What is that? That is called a contact call. Huh? It's a contact call from this bird. And why is it making a contact call? Because it's got a lot of friends and family. And while it's eating, it wants to know, where is everybody? Does that make sense? You ever send a message to your family? Hello, where are you? That's what it's doing. Are we still here? Are we staying? Hello, chip, chip, chip. That's basically a contact call. Contact calls are much more simple and they repeat like a song, but they're not with different notes. Listen one more time. It's a different bird. You hear that? Is that a song? Definitely not. Okay. What are they saying? They're saying, hey, where are you? Everybody try that. Please take out your hand. On the count of 3, say, hey, where are you? 1, 2, 3. Hey, where are you? Now say chip. Chip. One more time. Chip. You got it. Very good. Okay. Manual review. 2 voices are the most common. Okay. Number 1 is my song. Everybody raise your hand and say, this is my house. 1, 2, 3. This is my house. And now say, where are you? Move your hand to your side. Where are you? Okay, you got it. Go. Okay, we got 2 down. We got 3 more to go. Where are we? Yeah. Can we agree? Okay. Now, is this a song? Always the first question. Is that a song? Yes? Let me see your thumb. No, it's not a song. Okay, what are they saying? Feed me! Feed me! How can you tell? Look at it. You get what he's saying? Oh, now the other ones are saying it. Okay, very good. All right. Listen to this. Same kind of thing. Where are we? Company Gardens. Listen to them. Saying the same thing. Get it? Okay. They're basically saying, feed me. Okay? And these are the baby house sparrows. Certain season, you just hear a lot of birds just like this. But I have to say, these are smart kids. They use more than just their voice to ask for food. There's actually 3 ways that they beg for food. They use sounds, they use postures, they use movements. I would ask for 3 people to come up here and help me show this after I explain it. Look at that posture. You see that? This is a warbler from Galapagos Islands off the coast of Ecuador. It doesn't make any sound right here. It just goes like this. Do you get it? Everybody try that. On the count of 3, lean forward and open your mouth. 1, 2, 3, go. You get so much food. It's amazing. One more time, go. Okay. I'm serious. This is their language. It's more than just sounds. It's posture. Okay. And watch this. There's a certain dance that they use. No, the sound isn't as important. It's the dance movement. Watch this. Here we go. This bird is not flying. It's saying food with its wings. Got it? Okay, everybody got out your wings? Just go like this. Basically, this says, give me some really good food. Isn't that crazy? You're going to see this in the spring. Birds that you think, oh, they can fly. No, they're standing next to mom, go like this. Okay, so this is basically birds begging. Let's see. Okay, so can I get 3 people up to become champion birds to get some food?
3 people volunteers, guys.
Okay, if they don't want to, I can do it.
Okay, that's it.
You get to wear a hat.
Daniels, give me assistance, please.
He's going to increase your grade. All right, I'll just do it myself, but you know, it's good to get some people up here to participate. Okay, so this is the bird, the baby bird, singing. And this is what, if I had other people up here, I would have them doing these 3 things. Okay? So this is baby bird singing. And the song that I use to teach it goes something like this. Bésame mucho. Oh, sorry, wrong song. That's a song in Spanish that says, kiss me mucho. Okay? The baby bird song is more like this. Feed me, mom. Feed me mucho. As if you gave me a worm the very last time. Feed me mucho. Afraid if I grow up, no bugs will you cook up for me. I want to have you so close to me to give me a blood tick burger. Someday I'll beg you to buy me a pizza, even though I'm 21 years old. Is anybody here over 20? Do you still want to ask your parents to buy you a pizza? That's exactly the same for the birds. The birds, the baby birds are as big as their parents. They can fly. They're still saying, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. So, yeah, I think you can relate to the birds that are 21 years old. You're just like, yeah, come on, give me a pizza. Okay. In any case, you get the idea. Now, I have a lot of empathy for the parents because the parents have a lot of work to do. The baby birds are not babies anymore. They're like maybe as old as you, and they're still asking for food. And before they're that old, they have a nest. And the nest is like the most important treasure for the parents. Does that make sense? Now, I used to love the nest, and so I would go post it on social media. I'd go take pictures. Has anybody ever heard of Facebird? You heard of Facebook? Facebird.
Face what?
Facebird.
Face what?
Okay, very good. So, in any case, I would take pictures, I'd post them online, but in order to do that, I had to get really close to them, right? I had to cut all the branches and get really close to get the picture of the nest. And guess who follows me on Facebook? The crow. And the crow kills the birds. Oh. So I learned I don't go next to a nest anymore. I don't take a picture of a nest anymore. Because if I do, I'm showing the cats and the crows where their birds are, and then they eat them. Got it? Okay. So that's important. That's something I learned. And in fact, we had some biologists who were studying some birds that were almost going extinct. And what they would do is they would climb up the side of the mountain, go to the nest, take photos, and guess what? The crows watched them and then killed them. The birds. So now they're more extinct. So if you see a nest, the best thing to do is step away from it, don't show anybody, and don't go into it. Just let it, because the nest is the most important secret for the parent birds. Okay? That's one way we can protect our bird friends. How to respect and protect the birds with the policy of privacy. Okay, we have just done 3 out of 5 voices. We got 2 more. She's listening, you're listening. Is it a song? Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no. Here we go. This helps you listen. If you ever want to hear something that's farther away, like a bird or one of your friends, cupping your fingers, pulling your ear forward, it increases, you can hear it, increases the volume, my volume, and increases your ability. You want to close your fingers together to get the sound, and you don't want to block your ears, you want to make your ears big, you know, like new ears, you know, or rhino ears. Great, okay. So, which is it? We're going to take a vote here. Is it an alarm? If you think it's an alarm, point with one finger that way. If you think it's a fight, point with one finger that way. Everybody show me, what do you think? Okay, some people are saying this way, some people are saying that way. Okay, the answer is both. No, what I mean is one or the other. So I'm going to teach you how to understand the difference. Okay, here we go. If it's a conflict or a fight, that's basically drama between 2 birds fighting over this is going to be my house or this is going to be my food or my partner. So, and what do they fight about? Partner, food, house. So what you do is you watch, and if you see 2 kind of attacking each other, then it's a fight. That's what that sound is. Alarm. If it's an alarm, then what you got to notice is the different sounds, because every bird's biggest concern is that an eagle or a hawk is going to come down and munch them up, eat them. Okay? So we're going to practice this right now. I'm going to be that hawk, that eagle, sorry. You're going to come down, and on the count of 3, no, you're not going to come down. On the count of 3, you're going to make an alarm to tell the other birds that I'm here. Got it? Here goes. On the count of 3, when I start, 1, 2, 3. Alarm, people, come on. I'm sorry, I cannot hear your alarm. You got to make some kind of sound so the other birds know that there's an eagle coming to eat them. That's what the birds do. They tell each other. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good. Pretty good, except for one thing. I could hear your alarm going on, and as an eagle, that's what helped me find you and eat you. Listen, when it's an eagle alarm, birds make a very short and high-pitched "seet, seet." That says, hey, there's an eagle coming, I'm telling you twice, and then I'm going to shut up so it can't find you. And the reason it's high-pitched is because that's hard for the eagle to locate. Does that make sense? Okay, so listen to this. Here it goes. That was one alarm. That was the second alarm. Got it? That's exactly what this bird says when it sees an eagle coming in. Okay, let's try it again. On the count of 3, on the eagle coming in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't find you guys. That was a good alarm, but as an eagle, I can't find you. All right, very good. Okay, we're going to take a test now. We're going to have 3 different kinds of alarms. 3 different kinds of alarms. And you decide, is this an alarm for a dog, a cat, or an eagle? Dogs, the dog alarm is much shorter because the dogs can't climb the tree. The human alarm is much shorter because the humans don't really usually climb the tree. If it's a cat or one of the other species that can climb the tree, then it's going to be longer, louder. And obviously if it's an eagle, we just learned it. Okay, so listen to this one and show me in your fingers. 1, it's a dog alarm. 2, it's a cat alarm. 3, it's an eagle alarm. Okay, here we go. What do you think? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, some people say 1, they say 2, and some people say 3. Okay, if it was a dog, it would be short and just say, hey, there's a dog there. It's not a dog. Listen again, take a vote. 2 or 3? Take a vote. 2 or 3? Okay, a lot of people said it's a cat. It's still here. An interesting thing, this says 2 things. It's a cat, it's going to kill us, and it's an invitation. Hey, everybody, come down here, let's all yell at the cat. Because cats kill thousands of birds every year. So let's all come and yell at the cat. So it's an invitation for cooperation as well. It's an alarm and invitation. And what's it saying? It's going to kill us. That's exactly what it's saying. Okay, here we go. Now, if you want to read and learn more alarms that birds give to each other and to other animals, go to this book, What the Robin Knows. Because a lot of them are based on movement. And my professor John says, yeah, if a bird is diving down and almost pecking the back of your head or your dog or something, it's basically saying, you're too close to my nest. I'm going to risk my life to protect my babies. That's what the dive is. Okay, we're going to talk about now how to take care of our neighbors. And I have to say, we've got a lot of birds here to take care of. So, that's what we're going to do. All right. First one is a song. This song is from Cuba. I don't know if you ever heard it before. It goes like this. Guantanamera. Raise your hand if you ever heard that song before. Guantanamera. Good. But that's not the song I'm going to sing. One wild turkey. Please sing with me. One wild turkey. Again. One wild turkey. My neighbor who told me. I'm a fatty free fighter. You know what a free fighter is? Well, this is a big free fighter. I'm a fatty free fighter. That's why I eat everything I can find. Woo! I'm a fatty free fighter. Woo! That's why I eat everything I can find. If you want me to be tasty when you cook me, then please pick up all the plastic on the pathway. What am I talking about? Well, birds see plastic and they try to eat it and then they die. So when I'm out walking, bird walking or nature walking, if I see some small plastic pieces or other garbage that's sparkly, I pick it up, put it in my back pocket, and throw it away so that my neighbors don't have to eat it. Does that make sense? You might want to do research on this. You'll see birds with tons of plastic, dead birds, tons of plastic in their belly. So that's what I do. Say it again. One wild turkey. One wild turkey. One wild turkey. My neighbor told me. Okay, next bird. King eagle owl. Please say that. King eagle owl. King eagle owl. My neighbor told me. My flight is in the night. Woo-hoo. To catch all the rats that scare you. My flight is in the night. Woo-hoo. To catch all the rats that scare you. I only ask you, please, don't give poison to all the rats that I eat as meat, because that kills me. What? Well, it turns out I used to give poison to rats around my house. And then what happens? The important thing to know is owls catch rats and mice. That's what they do. They fly around at night and catch them. That's great. But I was giving poison to the rats, so they eat the poison in the food. They walk outside, and guess what? That kills the owls. Do you understand? I don't want to kill the owls. So what am I going to do instead? Rat trap. Do you understand? So if you have families or friends who want to kill rats, I'm with that. But your poison will kill the owl friend. And we don't need to do that. We can just do rat trap. Pretty easy. A little yucky, but pretty easy. Okay? Please sing that. Eagle owl. Eagle owl. Eagle owl. My neighbor tells me. Okay, who's next? Ooh, a vulture. Who's ever seen a vulture? Okay, these are the ones that fly up there and they eat stuff that's dead on the ground. Very busy vulture. Sing it on. Very busy vulture. Very busy vulture. My bird neighbor told me. I fly. I'm a flying garbage man. To clean up all the dead, stinky stuff I can. I'm a flying garbage man. To clean up all the dead, stinky stuff I can. I ask you, please, don't let your cat kill me. What? It turns out that cats kill birds all the time. And what I'm talking about is over 300,000 birds, 300,000 birds that get killed by cats every year. And the cats don't eat them, they just kill them. That's what they do. And nowadays, some birds have a flu. It's called avian flu. And if your cat bites the bird, then your cat catches the flu, and that's how COVID started. It was a virus that moved from one animal to another animal to humans. So if you don't want to get a new COVID again, then protect your cat and protect the birds from the flu that the birds have now, and we could get as a COVID. Now, how do you protect birds from cats? Raise your hand if you ever heard of a patio behind a house. A patio? Okay, great. So what we're doing right now is converting part of that to a catio. Oh? Yeah. The cat can come out of your window, come out of your door, and there's a section where they can hang out outside and play, but they can't go everywhere. They can see the birds, they can enjoy the fresh air, but they can't go kill them. Does that make sense? Catio. You can start a business, by the way, building catios. Be easy. You make a lot of money building catio. All right. Sing that one. Very busy culture. Very busy culture. Very busy vulture. My neighbor who told me. The next one, the last one is called You know that one? Happy human helper. You don't know happy human helper? Oh, sorry, I got it wrong. Happy human helper. Okay, sing that. Happy human helper. That's like you. People study ecology. Happy human helper. How to take care of our neighbors. Here's the way. Grow plants with yummy seeds and flowers, because that gives all our birds their flying superpowers. Just grow plants with yummy seeds and flowers, because that gives all the birds their flying superpowers. I think it's about time to take our turn to protect and care for all our neighbors. All right? And if you want to know more ways to take care of birds, there's 7 ways on my website. You can get this list. Easy to do. Just go there and read it. And remember, number 8 is respect the privacy of the nest. Okay, final review for our flock. That's all of us. Everybody say chip. Chip. One more time, chip. Chip. Okay, now say chip like you're saying, I am happy. Like you're a bird saying, I'm happy. 1, 2, 3, go. Chip. One more time. Chip. Okay, now say it like you're asking, hey, where is everybody? 1, 2, 3. Chip. 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 Okay, now say it like you're begging for food from your mom or dad. 1, 2, 3. Chip. Chip. Okay, now say to somebody, get out of my bedroom. 1, 2, 3. Chip. 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 And the last one, alarm, here comes an eagle. 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, it should be high pitched. Very good. Okay, so what did we do? Today, we talked about what is bird language, and especially for the songbirds. Then we got into our ancestral connections with all the different kinds of cultures, indigenous cultures, and people who still know bird language, and so that tells us, especially in Africa, we can be learning bird language. Gave you the 5 voices for you to understand what some of the birds or neighbors are saying. Talked about how we can take care of them, and we will ask some questions. But first, we will rehearse by singing this last verse.